Hey, Harvey, the Silver Fox. We happen to be in our live training room back in the VIP group, and we're just bantering back and forth talking about marketing ideas. I have Mark with us, I have Marty with us, and we're going to be talking about some different marketing strategies and ideas. You guys can listen in. I'm going to record this. I'm probably going to pause it every once in a while. It's probably going to be a little jumbled here and there, but we're going to record it and share it with our VIP members. So with that said, Marty, introduce yourself. Mark, introduce yourself. And let's see if we can make this work.
Okay, guys, my name is Marty Bostic, and most of you know who I am already, but we really want to be able to bring ideas and healthy discussion to the table so that we can help answer questions and help build a better platform and build a better network. So I'm glad to help if you got questions, but if you're not here, there are no questions. So we look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, we open up this live training room for everybody in the mornings, and anybody can get in here and ask questions, and that's what it's for. And I have a question, Marty.
What you got?
Okay, we talked about this. It's called it's a cycler, right?
That's correct.
All right. And I've been looking at it. You're going to build one just kind of like this, and I'm trying to wrap my head around this thing. Can you explain it a little bit?
Sure. Yep. So we have everything installed, configured, and ready to build out a feeder matrix, a very going back up first. The reason we would want to build one of these, let's talk about why you would want one of these platforms in the first place. It's a feeder mechanism to drive people toward something bigger, in my opinion. Now, other people would like to use this purely as a revenue stream, and it is a revenue stream, but it creates synergy and action and excitement for people because they get paid very often. Although it's not a large amount, they get paid frequently, which creates that effect of they're getting something for their money. And in the purpose around the one that we're building is primarily around advertising and then getting traffic to the rest of our network to get people interested in more lucrative and more sustainable income streams. And this is just one more income stream that's going to be on top of it, where we have other feeder sites like our faucet or crypto faucet or passive drip. And we've got Ad Rev Split, which is another site, and paid offer tasks. Those are all incentivized, paid to click type platforms. Well, this one is a little different. You don't have to refer anybody if you don't want to refer someone to it, and you're still going to earn with it because of the way the matrix is laid out and the way it quickly works from a subscription model. The idea behind it is you set up a 7-day subscription as an example. Maybe you make it a 4x1 matrix where it's 4 across and the matrix is complete.
Let me interrupt here. This is not ours, by the way. We're in the process.
This is just a reference, a point of reference of one that's already up and running.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's correct. But using the exact same script behind the scenes, the same framework, we'll have the same thing. The look and feel and how pretty it is. Well, I mean, that's lipstick you put on it when you're done. But the same type of thing. Go ahead and stop right there for a minute. So let's talk through what happens here. With this one, it's subscription based. It works the exact same way that ours is going to work. And it talks about the amount that you're going to earn from a $2 position. So when you buy a $2 matrix spot, because this is subscription based, it will buy you another position into that matrix level for however many days it runs or however many cycles it runs. So every time it cycles, it buys you another one into it. And if you're doing it as a company forced, for example, which we're going to have some of each, most likely, we're going to have a team forced where it's based on your production for your team. And then it's going to be company forced, where as long as you have bought your matrix subscriptions, your positions, then you get a piece of the action when other members in the company join. Because what happens is they have to land in these matrix positions. And the whole concept around it for us is advertising credit. So every time you get a new matrix position, every time one is bought for you automatically, you get more banner and text advertising credits. And that means you get more eyes on your offer. So all of our ads are going to be displayed within our site. All of your ads are going to be displayed within the site. And as your matrix stays active and it's going, there's more credits assigned to you that you earn for your ads to be displayed. And when you run out of credits, your ads aren't displayed anymore. But you're earning money along the way too. So you're not just getting a small amount of crypto that's happening on these positions. What's happening is, as the 4 across, as an example, if you did 4 people across, 1 level deep on a matrix, and then it cycles, and then it gets you another one. Well, you see in this example, the way they have unicorn cyclers set up. Hang on just a second. Each $2 position will earn you a total of $44 in cycling commissions over the course of 4 cycles. Now, you'll also earn up to $25 per position over the 4 cycles in your subscription wallet. And that keeps everybody buying, and it keeps everybody getting the new positions each day. So this one works daily. But the way this will work is you'll deposit money into an internal wallet.
In this case, Marty,
wallet will go into a subscription wallet.
Okay? Right there, it's 7-day sub pack, right? $17. Yeah.
Let's talk through that for a minute. So a 7-day, a 1-week subscription basically gets you a daily cycle for that matrix for 7 days. So $17. Notice that a portion of that goes to the company. Of course, we have to make money on it too. So $14 of it goes into your subscription wallet, which means it's buying you those positions each day out of that subscription wallet balance when you make your deposit. So you get 7 total positions in that matrix. $2 will go to your sponsor, and then $1 to an indirect sponsor. In other words, if it's company force like this one is, it'll go to another sponsor in that matrix, if they're in that particular matrix, with a total potential earnings of $308. Now, I'm not sure where the 308 comes from on this one because I've not spent any time going through it in detail. But the same thing with higher advertising packages, and that's the way to look at that. These guys are primarily interested in it from a money perspective by looking at it. For us, it's going to be the advertising advantage. So everything in our subscriptions is based around advertising credit. You're earning money with it, but you're getting advertising credit, which gets really hyper-focused visibility into this system with login ads, banner ads, text ads that are peppered throughout the entire platform. Every time somebody logs into it, and also have it set where somebody can earn, and we haven't come up with an amount yet, but every time somebody logs in for that day, every 24 hours, you'll also earn some additional advertising credit. So it's incentivized for people to log in and see your ads. But you can see with this one, looks like they've got 3 different levels. They got a 7, a 15, and a 30-day subscription. Of course, the more you spend, the more you invest into subscription packs, then the more earning potential there is over time. If you'll scroll down just a little bit, Harvey. Let's see. So let's stop right there for a minute. Because this is company force, like they're talking about here, you don't have to know how to refer somebody. You don't have to know how to go tell people about something and get them involved in it, because it's happening at a company level. And as we drive the traffic from our own network, we drive the traffic to this platform, then the more people that land in this, the more activity there is for all the members. And because the way it repurchases these positions, it keeps it from stalling out. So, I mean, it's an evergreen type thing, where some of these systems tend to taper off and they get clogged up toward the end. The way this one purchases those and they cycle really quickly, then there's no chance for it to sit there and get stagnant. So everybody else buying their subscription packs or how that money is paid out in the system. And it's not some magical investment scheme or hype or anything like that. Every dollar that's paid out is spent from someone else. So it didn't just come out of thin air. Okay. So, and before you ask, no, it's not a Ponzi scheme. It's none of that crap. It's people are, when we deploy this thing, people are buying advertising subscriptions. When they buy those subscriptions, they get advertising credit. You also earn a commission. And when other people in the company come through and they do the same thing, you get a piece of that. And it's shared between everybody.
So if they want to go out and advertise their referral link for this program here, They don't have to, right? They don't have to. All they have to do is buy a package, right? Up here?
That's right.
All right. But if they want to go out there and get really aggressive and go out there and advertise, of course, we have great places to advertise, hint, hint, on our own platforms.
That's right. That's right. And that's one of the reasons that I chose to get one of these built is because we don't have to spend a bunch of money advertising in other places. We have our own. And
Right.
all the people that are like-minded that are going to be in our faucet site, they're going to be in our other incentivized sites and other places, they will gravitate toward this platform as we build it.
So my question, Marty, is if somebody buys a 7-day pack,
Yep.
$17, they have the potential of earning back, what, $44 or more?
Yes, in cycle commissions, because you have other people that help make this cycle. So, as the matrix fills out and it cycles and the other members are coming, as long as there is money being spent, there are new matrix subscriptions and packs being built out, and that starts to fill out quicker. But if you do decide to refer people, then you're going to make a piece of the action from your referrals as well. If you don't refer somebody, then you don't get that bonus, but you do get what you've invested in for advertising.
So I know the question is going to be, so when I spend $17, I never have to spend any more money again because the profits I make off that $17 is going to buy me another cycle? Is that how that's going to work?
You're going to have to decide at the end of that 7 days if you want to buy it again. So you can either withdraw what you've earned and walk away, and then you don't earn anything new. Okay, if somebody happens to do something within what you've got in those matrix positions for the 7 days, then you'll make something from that in the payouts that they show you right there. But you won't have any new subscriptions. You won't have any new advertising beyond that. You would have to buy another $17 7-day ad pack if you want to start earning on that all over again.
So it's not going to be an auto reinvestment that has to physically take their earnings from the 7-day pack and reinvest it. It's not going to be an auto up, right?
It's configurable. Most likely we're going to set it where you're going to need to decide what you want to do with your commissions at that point. And I mean, I don't know the terms on this specific site, but they all work similarly. But typically when it runs out, and you need to decide if you want to buy more using your balance from your wallet, or if you want to buy new by depositing additional money to buy maybe a higher subscription pack. So you think about the money that you're earning from the 7-day one, then you can go take some of those profits and buy the 15-day one.
Right.
Okay? And then the 30-day one. Now, we are going to allow you to buy multiple 7-day subscription packs where you could have several. If you decide you want to do more, you could go ahead and buy more. If you just want to do one, you could just buy the one and see how it works for you. Depends on how much advertising you want to do and how much earning potential you want.
And they can virtually advertise any money-making opportunity, including their VIP crypto membership. Hint, hint.
Absolutely.
They want back in this platform.
So let's talk about that for just a minute. Let's talk about what you would want to advertise and why you would want to do it this way. So think about the advertising properties in our network, and let's talk about the other feeder systems and why they were built. So let's go with ad rev split, passive drip or crypto faucet, and we'll just go with those two for a minute. Each of those has its own autoresponder follow-up sequence. And well, passive drip doesn't. It's just a faucet, but the way we advertise it, it's a feeder because everybody that's there is trying to earn cryptocurrency. Everybody that's there is trying to make money online. And if you're getting referrals into passive drip, they're going to keep coming back multiple times a day for many of them to try and earn more crypto through those faucets, which means there's more eyes on ads, which in turn means you get a piece of the action from your referral. I believe it's 20%. I don't remember. It depends on what your upgraded level is. But when you're in that faucet or your member is in that faucet, they're making you money every day. Okay, so why would
Yeah, I'm trying
why
to get.
you would want to go advertise your link for passive drip as an example is so that person keeps coming back and it is truly passive because you earn coins. Okay, you earn when they are in there every day trying to earn. So you're earning something over and over and over. The same way with ad rev split where it's revenue sharing where you get paid up to 4 levels. So if you got somebody in there and you're driving them there and they're doing what they're supposed to do, then you're not wasting that advertising credit. You're getting them over there once and they're earning for you over and over and over. Now, if they came into ad rev split as an example through the lead capture page that we promote for VIP members, when they get in that follow-up sequence, they're going to start learning about other properties in our network, which if you have set everything up properly for yourself, means that they're going to see your links in those emails. So one lead could turn into a member in multiple systems. They might end up in the downline builders. They might end up in crypto team build. They might end up in the VIP platform. People aren't going to just spend the money for the $50 or $100 membership on the VIP platform right out of the gate most of the time. You have to warm them up. You have to give them something and get them introduced and build a rapport with that person over time. So the reason these other systems were built, just if you got them in the main crypto team build system, I mean, there's a year's worth of autoresponder messages back there that every day there's something going to be dripped on these people. If you set your account up, I'm sending out an email on your behalf with your links in it. So focus on getting them over to crypto team build in one of these lead capture pages like you see on the screen here. Once they're in there, let that be your advertisement for this feeder matrix that we were talking about a minute ago. If somebody clicks through here, they put their name and email in there, then until they say stop, I'm going to be sending them emails every day for an entire year. And if you plug your links in, they get your links. So we see people all the time that might have taken day 60 and joined one of our programs in our network, that if your link was plugged into the downline builder there, then you get that. You get that credit for that. You get the sale for that. You get whatever the action is that happens from that, all from that one subscriber. So that's why it's called a feeder system, because you start with something simple and small and you use it to feed your other programs. Now, if you just want to promote this new matrix, this new feeder matrix, and just buy advertising, knock yourself out. You can do great with that. You can just keep on going. And you may decide you don't want to advertise hardly anything in there. You just want to get people in that platform. You can do that. You can promote our platforms independently. But if you want to be some part of something bigger and you want to build multiple passive income streams where all those nickels, dimes, and quarters add up to a fatter wallet, then that's the way to do it.
Yeah, the majority of these properties back here are at the affiliate programs, and you get those upgrades as a VIP member. You don't have to pay for the upgrades in these platforms back here. And the new one probably is going to be here, right? Number 43 that we're talking about right here. Yeah, it'll be number 43. But all of these back here, passive drip and drip offers and ad rev split. And I mean, as a VIP member, you get, of course, you join for free. And then, of course, Marty's going to upgrade you to the top position so that when somebody does join and upgrades, you make the money. So that's how that works.
Just the downline builder alone, I mean, you earn on 5 levels.
Well, downline Hydra? Which one do you want me to click on here?
Yeah, you earn up to 50%.
Yeah, this is 5 levels deep, yeah.
Yep. So when you join it and you plug in your IDs in there, if they just join downline Hydra and they plug their IDs in there, well, guess what? They have to join using your links in that platform. So when they join it, you get the action on it.
And of course, your advertising is going to be, of course, here's some advertising that we have.
Yep. See, that's right. So like the ad you see at the bottom, that's an ad from Network Ad Space in our network. So if you were to refresh this screen, you would see a different ad over there. And it everything is interconnected and everything is cross promoted within our network.
Look at this. This is my Facebook. And Marty, you know, on that subject, every VIP member, I will build a free Facebook marketing campaign system for them.
Yep, that's right.
Everyone.
It's just an added bonus.
And I put them into the rotator, the co-op rotator. So their link, if I click through on this banner here, that's, by the way, Marty, that's a great banner that you made. Thanks. If I click on it, just let's see who it goes to. It goes to Jeff Grimes. See how that works? So all these, let me get back here. All of these properties here have all those banners, all those advertisings for just about every property we have back here. And as a VIP member, you're in the rotation.
That's right.
Yep.
Yep, we're doing that on your behalf. So let's circle back to the matrix for just a minute.
Okay, let me get back to
your browser tabs up there.
Let me go find it again. Okay. The cycling.
All right.
Yeah.
Scroll down a little bit more. All right, stop right there. So notice they've laid theirs out, and ours will be similar. What we're doing right now, just so you know, is we are evaluating what's successful for other subscription matrix plans right now, and we're going to build ours based off of that. So here they're doing a 4x1, which means there's four positions out, 1 level deep, and by the time it reaches the 4, once it's happened, that matrix is filled out. There's 4 people in that matrix on the first level. Then it's going to cycle, and then when it does, you get the credits, you get the things that you see there, you get the amount paid out for that particular line. And then the upgraded packages, you can see the gold one and then the platinum and the diamond, or they go up in value based off of which one that you're in. Now, notice they're doing login ad credits, text ads, banner ads. We'll be doing the exact same thing. That's our focus and our goal there to drive that. But because a big portion of these are going to be company forced, we want that to be an incentive for you, because if you're struggling trying to refer people, you're struggling trying to get people in there, with it being company forced, that takes the weight off your shoulders of having to worry about referring people. But guess what? If you do get people, if you do decide you want to refer, you get the access to their name and email address, and they're in your list. You're building a list in this platform, just like you're building a list in the other platforms. But I'm taking it a step further because I'm an autoresponder nut. I also have an add-on module that's been added to the script that these guys don't. So there's an autoresponder behind the scenes. Guess what's going to be in that autoresponder? I'm going to be cross promoting the crap out of all of our other platforms over time, a day at a time, for every person that joins. So if they join using your link, they're going to have all those emails drip fed on them every day with your link in there, because it also has a downline builder that I've had added to it. So I take these scripts and these platforms and I super enhance them to be whole marketing systems, not just single purpose. Okay. So imagine for a minute that somebody joins using your referral link in our matrix, like you see here. When they do, the first thing we want to do is kind of get them warmed up to the platform, how to take the most advantage of it, try and help them upgrade, try and get them to buy more subscription packs. Well, if they came in under your link, we're doing that marketing for you. We're doing that selling for you. And if they do upgrade, well, you get the commission from that when they make their purchase, when they buy it. And any future purchases, if they keep going on and on and on and on, you're going to make a bonus. You're going to make a referral bonus every time they buy a new subscription. Well, let's say we're a week down the road here and they're making their money here and they're getting their advertising credit. And now they start getting emails about ad rev split. And then they start getting emails about passive drip. And then they get emails about crypto team build and downline Hydra and downline banners. The list goes on. All of our properties out there. If you plugged in your links in the downline builder, you get all of that action, every bit of it. So if you decide, hey, I'm going to go promote this platform by plugging in my ID in the downline builders, well, they go over there and do that. Guess who they join under? They join under you. If they decide, hey, I want to be a pro member, well, they're going to go spend the $30 to be a pro member on downline Hydra, as an example, and you make half of that. See where I'm going with that? So it's all these things feed one another, and in this simple $2 subscription or $2 matrix over there that it starts with, if that's the price we go with, all of that starts that snowball going downhill. And it, by having the added components for the downline builder with your links in it, dripping out autoresponder messages every single day. If somebody doesn't know anything about the rest of our network, they will by the time they get in here, because I'm going to pound the crap out of it in their head every day until they scream stop. And that's how that works. And I've been doing email marketing for a bazillion years, and you get lots of people that have different schools of thought on how often you should communicate with subscribers. If I'm not in your face every day, I'm not doing it right. Because if you get used to seeing me in the emails and I'm talking to you every single day, then chances are you're going to expect to see that subconsciously every single day. If I skip a day, believe it or not, I get emails all the time from people that, hey, did you send an email out yesterday? Where I deliberately did a pattern disruption there and didn't send them an email on that day to take a pulse check. So there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that people look for those emails and they get used to them, especially if it's something like this. If they're learning how to continue to earn with multiple streams of income and they can add more to it and they learn about our network and we build up the momentum for our network, well, this is just one more valued property in our network to help build your list and build your bottom line. So I hope that makes sense. That's what's coming. It's going to be sometime at the time of this video. Let's see, we're at December 24th. At the time of this video, the plan is somewhere over the next month, we're going to be ready to launch this thing. All right, back to you.
Anybody else have any questions for Marty?
One thing I can see some people, so Mark Lauren here, marketing engineer. The one thing I can believe people have questions about is you reference like this won't fizzle out, this will just keep going and have growth potential. But in the beginning, what's the potential on being like one of the early adopters on this?
Well, I mean, it's the momentum is going to be a lot bigger because it's the new shiny object in for people, and when they see it, I mean, with any of these launches, with any of these platforms, unfortunately, you see people that try and reinvent themselves about every other week. But that's not what we're doing with this. We want to keep it evergreen. But when you do first launch, yeah, if you are one of the earlier ones ready, and we're going to do a pre-launch period in this where we kind of get people onboarded. The plan is to get people onboarded, and once it's time to start, then it's off to the races. But you're actually going to cycle very quickly. You're going to get people landing in that matrix a lot faster than you will over time. But because of the way this works at a company force level, which means everybody that joins a company, everybody that comes in through this site, the matrix positions go top to bottom, left to right, the way they're filled out. Well, because it's only one level deep and it's 4 across, it's going to cycle and happen very quickly. And the more momentum we have with new members coming in that get their subscriptions, which, by the way, there's no free rides here. So everybody here is a paid member, which means everybody looking at your advertisements, if you want to go ahead and get those in early, you get your ads seen early, then your ads get seen early in the game for everything you're trying to promote. And the people that get in here, because they're not free members, they're members that have paid to get a subscription for themselves, then they're willing to spend money, which means they're willing to join other opportunities. They're willing to do things. And the earlier to the game, where you don't have as much competition in the ads and the rotation, and you don't have as much happening up front, then your matrix positions are going to get filled before other matrix positions get filled. But because it's company forced and it's such a small matrix, it's going to happen very quickly. And the fact that it repurchases your matrix, the fact that it opens a new one for you, that's going to happen at a faster pace as well.
Yeah. And is it fair to assume that those VIP members will have first crack at both the advertising and joining?
Absolutely. You guys are going to get onboarded. Every VIP member, every paying VIP member is going to be able to be onboarded in the platform, sitting there ready from the get-go. So as soon as it's time to start, you're positioned, ready, and you get the first benefit from that.
And we always take our VIP members and make guinea pigs out of them. So you guys get to test it out first. So there you go.
Yep. It needs to be VIP.
Yep. Cool. That's one of the benefits. So for better or worse, you're an early adopter on every one of these things.
I'm going to interrupt here. We happen to be back in our VIP group here, Telegram group. And for those who, of course, everybody has different time zones, different parts of the world. So some of you VIP members, this is your afternoon, this is your evening, some in the afternoon. But we usually get in here and open up this live training room, this team build VP live training room. And when it's green, somebody's talking. When it's blue, nobody's talking up here, right? And then what I'll do is I'll make an announcement, usually with a banner. Attention VIPs, the live training room is open. So pay attention to that. And if you're in here hanging out, which a bunch of them are, Melissa, Elizabeth, Janie, you guys need to get in here and ask some of these questions. This is where you ask questions. And
explain it in a chat for some of these things. I mean, it's a dialogue. So, I mean, as you ask your questions, and even if there's language barriers because you're from some other hemisphere or you don't speak English as your primary language, you can type your questions and stuff too, but for us to be able to answer it, we got to be able to kind of feel out what that question is and maybe dig a little deeper to get to where we're trying to get to.
I know Marty gets bombarded with questions, private message. Well, Marty sometimes can't take the time to type it out. It might take him 10 minutes to type it out. Or if you get into this room here, when it's open, you can ask that question, and within like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, Marty can answer it. It's done.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah. So you guys just went through some of what we talk about all the time. In fact, before I started recording this, we talked about, what did we talk about, Marty? I forgot already.
Well, we were talking about, our advertising network and kind of how it's laid out and where everything is and how the ads are displayed and where they're displayed. And a lot of that, now I'll just recap what I said earlier. It's a very hard thing to explain if you're just trying to tell somebody. I mean, and think of it as the elevator pitch on that, where you're riding up in an elevator talking to somebody. You got to be able to explain it quickly if you're trying to go type this out somewhere or do something. There's no way I could cover all that in just a few words. So, just kind of talking through where the ads are displayed and how they get displayed and where they're syndicated and what's within our network, what's shown outside of our network and stuff. I mean, it's important to understand that. And, hopefully we can have some better illustrations of those things a little bit later on. But this type of engagement and this type of discussion is how you understand that better. And things will become more clear to you over time as you start to see how this stuff works. And some of you, it'll be an aha moment, and others, it'll just be, maybe it went over your head the first time, but that's okay. Go back, listen to it, or participate in the discussions to understand it better. And that's how you learn. That's how you become a better marketer. That's how you become a smarter marketer, because you're learning to employ things or leverage things and systems that are in place to help you get ahead.
Okay, Marty, with that said, I'm going to pause this video. And, if we come across something else, maybe I'll restart it. Right now, I'm going to pause it, and we can talk about something else, but it's not going to be recorded. Hint, hint, get in here, gang. Get into the live training room. All right, I'm going to pause the video.